Welcome to Encore, Living Your Best Second Act. I'm Sarah Senst, therapist, life coach, and the Encore coach. If you've ever wondered whether it's too late to start over, discover your purpose, or create a life you truly love, you're in the right place. Together we'll navigate life's transitions with courage, intention, and hope. Because I believe your best chapter isn't behind you, now is the encore. I'm so glad you're here. Whether you've listened before or this is your very first episode, welcome. This relaunch is especially meaningful because it represents exactly what this podcast is about, beginning again. Which makes me wonder, who says your new year has to begin on January 1st? I love that we're starting this journey together in July. July is the halfway point of the year, a natural opportunity to pause, reflect, reset, and decide how we want to live the rest of the year. I think midlife offers us that same invitation. It's not the end of our story, it's the middle, and the middle is a wonderful place because we still have time to grow, heal, dream, and begin again. Before we go any further, let me tell you just enough about me so you know why this message matters so much. Like many of you, my life hasn't followed the path I imagined. I've experienced divorce, financial hardship, seasons of questioning my identity, and moments when I truly wondered what came next. One of the biggest turning points in my life came when I returned to graduate school at 48 years old to become a counselor. This was a complete pivot from a previous career. I wish I could tell you I felt confident. I didn't. I wondered if I was too old. I wondered if I had missed my chance. And looking back at that time in my life, I realized something important. I wasn't confident. I was courageous. And courage isn't waiting until you're ready. Courage is taking the next step even when you're afraid. Maybe you've done that too. And if you have, I want you to know something. With every ending came the possibility of a new beginning. I believe that's true for you as well. One of the reasons I named this podcast Encore, Living Your Best Second Act, is because I don't believe our lives are divided into before and after. I think they're made up of acts. The first act teaches us. The encore act invites us. Yet I hear so many women say they believe life shrinks after 50. I believe just the opposite. I believe this season can become one of the richest and most meaningful chapters of your life. But first we have to challenge one of the biggest myths women carry. The myth that it's too late. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking, I'm too old. I've missed my chance. I don't even know who I am. Everyone else has it figured out. It's way too late for me. If you've had those thoughts, you're not alone. As both a therapist and a coach, one of the greatest gifts I get to share with women is helping them understand that our thoughts influence our feelings, our feelings influence our actions, and our actions shape the life we create. The encouraging news is that while we can't always control our circumstances, we can learn to recognize and challenge the thoughts and beliefs that keep us stuck. Because just because you think something or hold certain thoughts doesn't make it the truth. That's a simple lesson that has changed my own life, and it's one I'll return to often through this podcast. I'd like to give you 3 truths that I hope you'll carry with you. Truth number 1, your identity is bigger than the roles you've played. You are more than your career, your marital status, or the roles you've filled for others. As our lives change, we have the opportunity to rediscover who we are, not who we've always been expected to be. Truth number 2, every transition includes both loss and possibility. It's okay to grieve what has changed while remaining open to what still could become. Sometimes we have to let go of the life we expected before we can fully embrace the life waiting for us. Truth number 3, a meaningful life is built one intentional choice at a time. Transformation rarely happens because of one dramatic decision. It happens through small, consistent choices that align with the life we want to create. That's how lasting change happens. Each episode will have what I call an encore challenge. I'd like to invite you to spend 30 uninterrupted minutes with yourself this week. And I want you to ask yourself the following questions. Who am I beyond the roles I've been playing? What part of myself have I neglected? What transition am I being invited to embrace right now? Do not try to solve everything. Simply notice what comes up for you. And then each week, I'll encourage you to spend some time journaling, and we'll offer you a journal prompt as well. I want you to write freely without editing yourself. This isn't meant for anyone else. You don't have to read it if you don't want to. It's for you. And your prompt is, if I truly believed it wasn't too late, what would I begin? Then ask yourself, who am I becoming? What chapter am I ready to write? And what one courageous step can I take this week towards who I am? Who am I becoming, and what chapter am I writing next? I want you to spend some time really thinking about these. In summary, for today's episode, we learned about 3 truths. You're not the roles you played. Every transition includes loss and possibility. A meaningful life is built on intentional choices. Your encore challenge is to ask yourself one of the questions like, what part of myself am I neglecting? If you choose to journal, ask, if I truly believed it wasn't too late, what would I begin? And I hope you have fun with these. If today's conversation encouraged you, I'd love for you to subscribe so we can continue this journey together. On YouTube and Apple Podcasts, hit the like and subscribe buttons, please. And if you know another woman who could hear this message, please share the episode with her. And if you're ready for support as you create your own meaningful encore, I'd love to connect with you through coaching. See more at my website, www.senst.com. Remember, your story isn't over. Everything you've lived through has prepared you for what's next. Your first act will give you the experience. Your encore act is where you use that experience to choose to live with courage, intention, and joy. So until next time, keep writing the chapters in your life you can't wait to wake up to. Thank you and have a beautiful day. I'll see you again next time.